Welcome back to Prince Bike Update, where we bring you the latest and most powerful two-wheeled machines the world has to offer. If you're a fan of aggressive design, legendary power, and a machine that commands presence without even trying, then you're going to love what we have for you today. Meet the 2025 Honda Valkyrie, a beast reborn from Honda's legacy, re-engineered for the modern rider. It's more than just a cruiser. It's a symbol of power, refinement, and rebellion all rolled into one. Whether you're new to the Valkyrie name or have admired it since the A90s, this 2025 version is something else. Stick with me as we dive deep into everything you need to know, from specs and performance to design, pricing, and what makes this bike stand out in today's competitive cruiser segment. Let's start with what everyone notices first, that bold, muscular design. The 2025 Honda Valkyrie keeps its signature long, low silhouette, but Honda has sharpened the lines and modernized the styling in a way that screams futuristic power. The front end is dominated by a redesigned LED headlamp with a sleeker, more aggressive housing. It's flanked by bold LED turn signals integrated seamlessly into the fairing. The massive fuel tank holds 6.1 gallons and now has sharper sculpting that flows directly into the rider's seat. Low, wide, and ergonomically sculpted for long-haul comfort. The rear end has been slimmed down just a touch compared to previous generations, giving it a leaner, sportier stance without sacrificing that bold Valkyrie DNA. You get minimal chrome. Everything from the exhaust to the engine casing to the handlebar setup is either matte black or finished in dark brushed metal. This adds a stealthy, almost menacing appeal. It's a cruiser that refuses to be flashy, but still turns every head it passes. But hey, the Valkyrie isn't just about looking good. Let's talk about what's under the hood today, or rather, under the tank. The 2025 Valkyrie packs the latest iteration of Honda's 1833cc six-cylinder, horizontally opposed flat-six engine, the same power plant you'll find in the Goldwing. But in the Valkyrie, it's tuned slightly differently for more immediate throttle response and raw torque in the low and mid-range RPMs. We're talking over 125 horsepower and a torque curve that kicks in hard around 1,800 RPM and just keeps pulling. Twist the throttle, and the Valkyrie answers with effortless acceleration and no drama, no delay. This thing doesn't roar out growls, and you feel that power through your entire body. Thanks to the low center of gravity, it feels incredibly stable in corners, especially for a bike that weighs in at just under 720 pounds wet. Now, let's talk ride quality and handling. The Valkyrie has always been famous for being surprisingly nimble for its size, and Honda has pushed that even further for 2025. Up front, it uses a 45mm cartridge-style telescopic fork with anti-dive technology, while the rear is handled by a ProLink single shock with preload adjustability. Whether you're carving up canyon roads or just cruising the highway, this bike stays composed, balanced, and planted. It's also been fitted with Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC, and a refined throttle-by-wire system, letting you choose between multiple riding modes: touring, sport, and rain. Each mode adjusts throttle response, traction control levels, and engine braking to suit your environment. Braking is equally impressive. Dual 310mm front discs with radial-mounted 4-piston calipers and a 316mm rear disc work in perfect sync, supported by a dual-channel ABS system that's smooth and non-intrusive. And now, let's look at comfort and tech, two areas where Honda never cuts corners. You've got a new 7-inch full-color TFT display, similar to the one on the Goldwing, fully customizable with Bluetooth smartphone integration, turn-by-turn navigation, audio controls, and rider assist settings. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are both supported, so no matter what device you're rocking, you're fully connected. Controls are intuitive and well-spaced. Heated grips are now standard, and the seat comes with both heating and ventilation, something that's almost unheard of in a cruiser. The ergonomics have been revised for 2025, too. Footpegs have been adjusted slightly forward for a more relaxed riding posture, and the handlebars offer an upright, stress-free reach. The windscreen is adjustable electronically, another luxury that's becoming a standard expectation for high-end cruisers, and Honda nails the execution here. It doesn't feel like an afterthought and feels like it belongs. Storage isn't forgotten, either. While the Valkyrie doesn't have full touring luggage, it comes with optional color-matched hard saddlebags that blend perfectly into the design. They're streamlined, weather-sealed, and offer about 28 liters of space each, enough for a jacket, tools, or a couple of overnight bags. So, what's the damage to your wallet? The 2025 Honda Valkyrie starts at $21,999, and that's for the base model in matte gunpowder black metallic. Premium color options like pearl deep blue and crimson flame metallic will run you about $500 more. There's also a Tour Edition trim with included saddlebags, a passenger backrest, and larger windscreen that starts around $23,999. When you stack that up against competitors like the Harley-Davidson Sport Glide, BMW R18, or even the Indian Challenger, the Valkyrie holds its ground, and often leads the pack, in terms of power, comfort, and tech. Now let's talk about the unique selling points, because this bike isn't for everyone, and that's part of its charm. First, the flat-six engine. No other cruiser in this category offers this engine configuration, which gives the Valkyrie a smoothness and balance that's simply unbeatable. It's torque-rich, vibration-free, and has that iconic growl that you can't find in a V-twin. Second, its modern tech and a naked design. Most tech-laden cruisers come with bulky fairings or full dress kits. The Valkyrie stays raw, exposed, and stripped back, yet you still get all the high-end technology that makes long-distance rides or urban commutes more enjoyable. Third, legacy. This isn't some new concept trying to find its footing. The Valkyrie has history. Honda first unleashed it in 1996, and it quickly became a cult favorite among riders who wanted gold-wing power without the touring frills. The 2025 model honors that spirit, while embracing the demands of today's riders. And finally, the ride experience itself. Few bikes make you feel this connected to the road while offering this much comfort. It's a cruiser that feels like a muscle bike but behaves with the grace of a sport tourer. It's smooth when you need it to be, savage when you want it to be. So, who's the 2025 Honda Valkyrie for? If you're someone who appreciates power, tech, and unique engineering, and you want a cruiser that doesn't blend into the crowd, the Valkyrie is for you. It's a daily rider, a weekend escape artist, and a conversation starter at every bike meet. It's not for the faint-hearted, and it's definitely not for those who settle for average. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2025 Honda Valkyrie. What do you think? Are you planning to add this beast to your garage? Or are you sticking to a more traditional cruiser? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another update from Prince Bike Update. Until next time, ride safe, ride strong, and keep the rubber side down.